Hey, this is Alistair, and I'm here with one of my alters, Ellis. Zer's full name being Ellis Havenheart. He's the older sibling of Matsuri, and you already know the drill by now. You know what we're doing, so let's just get on with the show. Who are you? Hello, my name is Ellis. I first became an alter in the Vukasin system in the year 2019. I'm a Lama Animarin in my late 20s and my gender pronouns are sie, zaz, zam. At one point, Ellis was our youngest alter. And by youngest, I'm not talking about Zer's age, I'm talking about as far as when Z first showed up in our system. But yeah, only for like a year, because the following year we got a new alter and his name is Shinji. But still, pretty interesting. Which alters are your favorites? My favorite alters in the Vukasin system are Dante, Kaya, Serenetta, Asato und my little brother, Michaelis, or Matsuri as he's known. So in other words, your friends and your family member. Yep, sounds about right. Which alters are your least favorites?
Well, that's a toughie. I don't really dislike any of my alters, but if I had to pick a couple alters that I don't necessarily like as much as the others, I would probably have to say Yuka or Mr. Jäger and his son, his eldest son. Well, Mr. Jäger tends to be rather aggressive, and he's frightened me quite a lot of times already. And as for his son, Simon is his name, well, it was just sort of a pet peeve of mine whenever anybody would mix us up. Simon's been around much longer than I have, as far as the alters in the Vukasin system go. Ergo, it would cause people to believe that I was mimicking Simon, and I'm not. So yeah, that was somewhat irritating.
Yo, what the hell? Like, my dad I could totally understand. He rubs a lot of people the wrong way. But Simon? Come on, everybody loves Simon. Okay, I get it. I can totally understand resenting somebody that everybody else accuses you of copying, because that is something that I've dealt with for like a few times in the past. And yeah, that's totally valid. I take back what I said. That makes sense. It ain't Simon's fault though. Know that Simon has never once accused you of copying him, and yeah, if I were to put you guys side by side, I don't really think it's all that I don't think it's all that hard to tell you apart. How do you contribute to the Vukasin system?
I'm not quite sure what my official title would be as far as my contributions to the Vukasin system. However, I do try my absolute best to play my part in our survival, in our existence, in our validity as a system. So whenever we are working on something, such as a project or self-improvement or anything that needs any serious thought put in it, I'm usually the first one to step up and volunteer, specifically in the area of, say, organization. Say it's something like we need to be on a specific schedule. I would be the one to write that out and make sure that all alters who are fronting in the body are following through with the timestamps that I set for them. If it's something along the lines of, say, we need to follow a specific diet, then I would be the one to make sure that, okay, these are the foods that we, whoever is fronting at the time, we are allowed to be eating during this time if we want these results. And say it was something like a project, I would be the one to say, all right, we are going to dedicate this amount of time per day in order to get this completed.
Yeah, Ellis comes in real handy when it comes to that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, Z is pretty meek, pretty timid, has a tendency to get easily overwhelmed, and you know, Z needs to take time off in the inner world to just have a little R&R to get back into the groove of things. And sometimes Z's gone when we like really need Zom or Z's presence to, you know, like be there and run the show, or at the very least make sure everybody's doing their job correctly. Otherwise, I don't know, I guess you can say Ellis sort of serves as a sort of motivator for us. Have you changed at all since making this video?
Of course I have. I've changed quite a bit, actually. I haven't been around as an author for all that long. Not nearly as long as majority of the others. So I've actually gone through quite a lot of changes over the years. But I think I've reached a point in my life where, for the most part, I am content with how I am. And I don't think I need to change anything else about myself.
Yeah, Ellis has definitely changed over the years. Not just from, you know, since Z made that particular video, this video that we're watching right now, but since Z's become an alter in this system, period. Like, Zer's voice has changed up a bit, Zer's looks have changed up a bit. Z's still the same old Ellis as far as, you know, Zer's name and personality and interests and all that kind of stuff. Even relationships are all the same. But yeah, mostly just stuff like appearance, I guess. I don't know. Definitely noticed the changes though, that's all I'm saying. What was your favorite part of the video?
My favorite part was that I contributed at all. I'm sorry, but there wasn't really anything particular about my video that I fancied in any sort of way. I can be a bit shy. I do like to contribute though. I do like my voice to be heard from time to time. It was just my first time ever on camera, so obviously I was a bit nervous. This is my first time ever in voiceover, so I'm sorry if I came off a bit nervous with this too, but I really do like to participate. So yeah, I suppose that was my favorite part.
Don't worry about it, Ellis. You did great. And thank you ever so much for your help, both with making the video 4 years ago and with agreeing to make this video today. You've been awesome. Alright, well, that's pretty much the video. I guess I'm wrapping it up here. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'm still planning on making more of these. I still got a few other videos lined up and ready to go. See you next time.